This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Bank of PNG launched National Strategic Plan. Justice for Children Evaluation Report 2023 launched. And Port Moresby General Hospital plans to expand Morgue. A very good evening. This is National MTV News. I'm Godwin Eki. Thank you for joining us. The Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing saw a 5-year National Strategic Plan 2023 to 2027 officially launched today by Bank of PNG Acting Governor Elizabeth Genia.
Questions? Thank you, team.
According to Ms. Genia, the National Strategic Plan document is basically a list of the essential things they will do in the next 5 years.
It talks about how we should be protecting the country. We don't want to be damaging our economy, socially, and our reputational. So this document basically sets out 7 objectives. It is our 3rd strategic plan. It sets out 7 strategic objectives.
She said the document recognizes the international environment in which they will be operating in and also domestically.
The document emphasizes our approach is intelligence-led risk assessment and is based on evidence and collection of assessments across different agencies.
Genia added the document highlights the need to address PNG-specific problems with PNG-developed solutions, which she further explains.
And that some of those problems experienced in other parts of the world does not necessarily apply here, such as the proliferation, financing. It may not be a priority in our country. So it has to be developed, find solutions for PNG conditions.
Gladys Kila, National MTV News.
The Justice for Children Evaluation Report 2023 was officially launched today at the Gateway Hotel in Port Moresby. Justice for Children Evaluation Report 2023 is basically focused on improving access to justice for children.
According to UNICEF rep Dr. Claude Kamenga, improving access to justice for children has been developed within the framework of the 2018 to 2023 UNICEF Country Program of Cooperation and the United Nations Assistance Framework for Papua New Guinea, and the support of Australian government as part of the PNG-Australia partnership.
The enabling environment and service provision for children in contact with the law. An independent evaluation was commissioned with the active participation of the Department of Justice and Attorney General, DJAC, and the support from the Australian government, enabling UNICEF to contract statement as the evaluation team.
Kamenga added the evidence generated from the findings and recommendations will be useful in providing informed programming for all children based on the lived realities of children in the justice system.
I commend the participation of the National Juvenile Justice Committee members who played a critical role in the stakeholder mapping, field data collection, co-creation of evaluation recommendations, and were present in the monthly evaluation steering committee meetings and key workshops in the 12-month-long evaluation period.
Secretary for Department of Justice and Attorney General Dr. Eric Kwok during the launching also gave an insight to why he quit practicing law.
I ceased practicing law 20 years ago because of 2 cases that involved children. One was a rape case, and I was defending the rapist. And so we had to bring in the child witness. And that particular case really impacted on me because here was I trying to defend someone against a child that was being abused.
He went on to explain why this document will help his department.
And so I'm really, really happy that we now have some documents that will tell us how our services to our children impact on the improvement of their lives. And so the work that has been done and we're presenting today, it really helps our department because, as you know, we look after the Secretariat for the National Juvenile Justice Committee. And this is the committee that is working really hard on behalf of all of us in trying to manage the affairs of the children.
Gladys Killer, National MTV News.
The contract signing between the Governor-General Seb Obdadai and the Port Moresby General Hospital was done today at the Government House. The signing signifies Phase 3 of the construction and completion of the new cancer facility.
The new cancer center started in 2020 with an 8 million funding from the government through the Public Investment Program or PIP. The second phase was supported by the Kumul Petroleum Holdings with 10 million kina funding. The third and final phase, which was officiated today at the Government House, is worth 47.4 million kina. Dr. Paki Molumi, CEO of the Port Moresby General Hospital, further explained on the ongoing project.
This construction of the 2 cancer bunkers, which we have completed in 2020, there's a funding of 8 million kina from the government through the PIP funding. So that project has been completed now. The second phase is the structural phase, which is cost about 10 million kina. So also Kumul Petroleum Holdings supported with 10 million kina to complete that second phase. This phase is the engineering phase, which is to do the electrical, the plumbing.
Dr. Mulumi also mentioned the other 2 lifestyle diseases that affect Papua New Guineans, which includes cancer. 2 medical oncologists are currently working closely with the hospital and the School of Medicine to better train and equip medical professionals.
The functions, we also train human resource. We've included 2 clinical oncologists from India, and they've been with us since 2019. We've developed a curriculum with the university so that we can train our own clinical oncologists for the country once this facility is functional. So clinical oncology will do both medical treatment plus radiation therapy. We've also trained 3 medical physicists at the University of Colombo that come back with a master's. We've trained 4 radiation therapists that come back with a master's. We are also training our nurses that just returned from Canberra. And of course, using the online training to train our nurses.
Dr. Mulumi said that 38 million kina is needed also to purchase equipment for the new cancer center. Tamara Agavi, National MTV News.
Furthermore, on the infrastructural developments of the Port Moresby General Hospital, a new morgue is in the plans to be constructed. The new morgue will cater to at least 500 more bodies.
Current status of dead bodies that pass away and are housed at the morgue is 15 per day. This shows the unavailability of spaces in the morgue. With recent headlines portraying the current state of the morgue at the Port Moresby General Hospital and its inability to house dead bodies, the CEO of POM General Hospital, Paki Molumi, mentioned the current procedure that they have undertaken to accommodate dead bodies.
Short term is to put in refrigerated containers, which we've done now. And also we are doing the mass burial so that we free up those spaces to cater for that 10 to 15 Tamil in every day.
Dr. Molumi further elaborated on the plans for the morgue that the hospital has moving forward.
We are also looking at the embalming facility and a funeral home type of service as well. So that's already in the plan. And thanks to the Indonesian government, we have come on board. And we are doing a feasibility study now, which we've completed the first phase. And shortly we'll have to a design stage and into a construction stage through the support of the Indonesian government.
Tamara Agavi, National MTV News.
Passport holders from selected countries only can now access visa on arrival at an authorized port of entry in Papua New Guinea. This was announced by the Chief Migration Officer, Stanis Hulahau, yesterday. These countries include Japan, Indonesia, China, and the Melanesian Spearhead Group countries.
Based on the bilateral visa exemption agreements on reciprocal basis, the passport holders from Japan, State of Israel, Republic of Indonesia, People's Republic of China, and all member states of the Melanesian Spearhead Group countries can access visa on arrival at Jackson's International Airport in Port Moresby. PNG has also signed bilateral visa agreements with the Republic of India and the Republic of Korea and awaits rectification by Parliament before these agreements can enter into force. The government is slowly opening up the visa on arrival facility to selected countries that PNG has bilateral arrangements with, and soon will be considering other countries who are eligible under the similar arrangements. Diplomatic and official or service passport holders from Japan, State of Israel, Republic of Indonesia, and People's Republic of China are eligible for visa on arrival for either 30 or 60 days per visit. Although the visa on arrival is not applicable to diplomats and officials who are officially engaged for a long-term contract, but only for those who visit for short-term engagements. Ordinary passport holders from Israel can get a 60-day single or multiple entry visa on arrival for short stay for business or tourism purposes. Chinese tourists who hold ordinary passports and travel under registered and organized tour groups are eligible for a 30-day single entry visitor visa at no cost. The government is reciprocating the same treatment to passport holders from countries who are offering the same to PNG passport holders.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National MTV News. One of the highest and steepest of all the volcanoes in PNG is considered to be one of 6 high-risk volcanoes in the country is Mount Ulawun, located in the West New Britain province. Locals at Ulamona, Biala, yesterday reported witnessing the eruption of Mount Ulawun. The Office of the Rabaul Volcanological Observatory, Geohazards Management Department, said they can't give out reports as yet of the eruption due to bad network connectivity, but a team is already on the ground to assess the situation and have reported that it seems volcanic activity had subsided at Mount Ulawun. Today, the Chinese community, with their ambassador to PNG, Zhang Fenghua, and the PNG Minister for Defense, Win Bakri Daki, welcomed the arrival of Jiguan Chinese naval training ship at the T-Wharf in Port Moresby.
In a display of international cooperation and cultural exchange, the Jiguan naval training vessel, adorned with the flag of China and other bilateral partners, made a grand arrival at the T-Wharf at downtown Port Moresby today. The ship's crew, with the cadet on board and 2 Papua New Guinea Navy officers, Pedro Dalid and Maru Abe, were warmly welcomed by the vibrant assembly of traditional dancers from Oro Province and the Papua New Guinea Defense Force Band. The ceremony was graced by the presence of the Chinese ambassador to PNG, Zhang Fenghua, along with the Minister for Defense, Win Daki. The Chinese ambassador to PNG, Zhang Fenghua, in his speech, has emphasized on the importance of the enduring friendship between PNG and China.
The naval ship Jiguan is revisiting PNG with the goodwill of the Chinese people to Papua New Guinea. It will add new impetus to the deepening and expanding of friendship and cooperation between our 2 countries and 2 militaries. China is willing to take this visit as an opportunity to work hand in hand with PNG friends from all walks of life who support China-PNG cooperation.
The Minister for Defense, Win Daki, in his remarks, extended his gratitude to the Chinese delegation for their visit and commitment to strengthening bilateral ties.
As a publicly continue to face increasing the challenge and due to constantly changing economic, security, relations, we bilateral or unilateral partners to work with us and assist them as we go through the challenges. You help us a lot through the very important. Thank you very much.
Ambassador Zhang Fanhua also highlighted that in the next 4 days, the officers and soldiers of China and PNG will jointly participate in a number of visit and exchange programs and friendly sports. Louis Maingu, National MTV News.
With just 3 days remaining before the campaign period for the Wework Open electorate seat by election class closes, national leaders and political party leaders from all over the country have flocked into Wework town to rally their support behind their candidates.
The United Resources Party leader William Duma and a team of MPs, including Aitapelumi District MP Anderson Mise, visited Wework last week to show support to Wework Open candidate George Isifu, who contested the Wework by-election under the United Resources Party banner. People's First Party leader and member for Yanguru Sausia District, Richard Maru, has been fully engaged in backing his party's candidate, Dr. Dean Waruba, throughout the campaign period. PNG National Party leader Kerenga Kua was welcomed recently at Boram Airport by supporters of Wework Open candidate Sylvester Bart Pokajam, who has contested the Wework by-election under PNG National Party. Papua New Guinea Party leader and member for Vanimo Green Belden Nama has rallied behind independent candidate Jerry Junemberi for this year's by-election. Social Democratic Party candidate Stanley Mutsamban has confirmed that his party leader Poes Pakop will visit Wework this Wednesday for his final campaign rally. Out of the 15 candidates that contested Wework Open by-election, 7 candidates contested under national parties, whilst the other remaining 8 candidates ran as independent candidates. Natasha Ovoy, National MTV News.
MultiPurpose Community Hall, which was opened last Friday by Teo Pelgan at Peter Ryan Memorial Primary School in Nawai District, Morobe Province, will provide an opportunity for young people to gain and learn much-needed skills.
The community hall, built at a cost of 50,000 kina, will be used to hold SME trainings and other programs as well. Such initiative is aimed at empowering the people with life skills training that will focus on self-sustainability as well as making them self-reliant. Mr. Pelgan said they want to engage people in SME activities so they can take care of their extra needs instead of relying heavily on government support all the time. Under Pelgan's leadership, he is keen to support and invest in the youths. Pelgan added that similar community halls projects will be rolled out in other wards and LLGs, where these halls will become SME incubation centers for people in their respective villages. He further added, apart from SME training, the hall can be used as a place to hold meetings, court mediations, peace reconciliation, and village conference. Morobe Governor Honorable Luta Wenge, who assisted the local MP to officiate the official opening, was pleased with the community hall and hence vowed to work closely with Mr. Pelgan to roll out the project in the entire district. Mr. Wenge also presented 10,000 kina to the local ward member to kickstart the SME-related work that will be hosted in the hall. A further commitment was made to build a 4-in-1 classroom for Peter Ryan Memorial Primary School. Gladys Kila, National MTV News.
And now looking at the Nest Fund market report, the Kina closed unchanged at $0.2750 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Yokina was buying $0.2675 $0.4139 Australian dollars, $0.2450 euro, 39.47 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York closed, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Team Golf made a comeback in PNG netball after almost 13 years out of the national courts. Golf netball team's Vice President Josephine Mero said with a lot of things to be grateful for, the team looks forward to bringing their game on in this year's tournament.
With netball talent celebrating the return of the renowned Newcrest National Netball Championships after 2 years of pause, one team had more to celebrate, especially after more than a decade of non-participation. The Gulf netball team had not been able to participate in the National Netball Tournament for the past 13 years, and this year had made a comeback. Gulf netball team Vice President Josephine Mero elaborates on why Gulf had been unable to participate in the previous years.
Really, the Gulf Association was never existing due to the reason that the PNG netball had a different structure. For this year, we came up with a new structure from the PNG Netball Federation, so we're just trying to implement that.
She said although netball competitions had been carried out in the province, it was usually at a district level. She said this took a turn upwards with the PNG Netball Association stepping in November of last year.
So this is just a start. We just began this year where we had the PNG Netball visiting Gulf on one of their programs to identify talents.
Mero said with the talent identification program, athletes were chosen from East Kerema, Tauri Lakekamu, Central Kerema and Kerema Urban to participate in this year's competition. She said also that a boost for the team was having the governor for Gulf, Chris Haiveta, and Kerema MP Thomas Opa on board as sponsors. The province had brought teams for each of the divisions and ready to bounce the ball in the courts. Seeing a positive response from the provincial netball teams after 2 years of no competition due to the pandemic, Abau, the reigning champions in all the division, have their work cut out for them, defending their title this year.
We look forward to maintaining our premiership. We won all the divisions, so we'd like to go for it again this year. Yes. We know, I believe we have a big competition, and I'm just hoping for the best for Abau.
Although confirming participation, this newsroom was told that Team Bougainville could not join this year's competition due to flight cancellations. Natasha Ovoy, Trukai Sports.
The Morgue Rugby Football Union is nearing its completion with the round 14 games to be played this weekend.
This was confirmed by the MRFU President Lionel Kamiak. Kamiak said the grand final is set for the 21st of October this year. The question on who will be crowned champions for the 2023 season is unclear now, as teams are coming stronger to compete for the top spots. In last weekend's matches, NGI Honeybrooks Harlequins beat Camcare Defence, Consort Royals beat Butiba Mantis, Erox Pirates beat Taraka Vikings, and the ESS Tent City Lights forfeit Unitec Reds. The teams in the top now are ESS Tent City Lights, Honeybrooks Harlequins, Consort Royals, and Erox Pirates. The president says that after the grand final, they will go straight into the ELE Trans Highway 7's John Rosso Cup tournament. He confirmed that they are also in talks with Capital Rugby Union to have their interprovincial match between Morobe Hammerheads and CRU Boromas. Natasha Ovoy, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the next 24 hours: Southern region, Port Moresby and Daru, partly cloudy with evening showers and drizzle. Kerema and Popondetta, rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Palatau, few showers and drizzle. In the Momase region, Ley, cloudy with few showers. Madang, partly cloudy with chance of evening showers. Wework, few showers and possible thunderstorm. Banimo, partly cloudy with few afternoon showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Loringau, KV and Kokpo and Rabau, rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kimbe, few showers. Buka, rain showers and thunderstorm. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Goroka and Kundiawa, rain showers and thunderstorm. Mendi and Wabeg, evening rain showers and thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 26th of September 2023. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.